Oh gosh, I gotta change my shirt, Matt.
Introduce.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brad.
And I'm Sean. And I'm Matt.
I am in Nashville, Tennessee, and I am drinking some black coffee with cinnamon. I have some of my villains guarding my toilet paper stash tonight.
Nice. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've got some coffee with a little bit of creamer in it. I got my books, my movies, and Baby Groot up there.
I have a little tin cup of Colorado whiskey
Pleasant.
and some chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Awesome. Well, we are meeting tonight from a distance to discuss a movie that just came out on streaming, that just came out in the theater about 3 weeks ago. It is The Invisible Man, and it stars Elizabeth Moss and some other actors. When Elizabeth Moss' character leaves her psycho husband abruptly, he kills himself and then terrorizes her. She can't see him or something like that. But a quick note on this, I'm going to monopolize our time for about 20 seconds here. Reminder for anybody who's been watching our videos, I wanted to see this movie in the theater, ripped to the theater. But my wife forced me to go see Call the Freaking Wild, okay? A movie I literally could have watched on an Apple Watch, and it wouldn't even have made a difference, okay? But instead, because of the alleged apocalypse, I had to watch The Invisible Man at home, in bed, after working like 14 hours and falling asleep constantly with no popcorn. But it was my seventh.
They're lost, though, because we only paid for it once.
True, we got them. We did get them. But it was my 17th wedding anniversary, so at least the company was top notch. But now for our up thumbs. We're going to let our recurring guest, Matt, go with his up thumbs first. All right, Matt, what was one of your favorite things about this movie?
My favorite thing about this movie is that, in my opinion, they made the perfect choice in going with Blum Productions, and specifically hiring Lee Whannell to direct and write this movie. There were talks of this movie coming out with Johnny Depp's name being thrown around, and that would have been.
Oh no!
Specifically, though, in the movie, I've been thinking a lot about it, and I go back to that scene where emotions have kind of died down a bit. Everybody, we're somewhat calm. We don't really know what's going on. She's sitting at a table, and the next thing you know, the knife is in the air, and somebody's throat is immediately slit, and that shocked me. I thought it was pretty awesome in the moment.
Yeah, I would love it if Johnny Depp became the invisible actor. That would be great. Sean, what about you? What's one of your favorite things?
Hey, Johnny Depp has some good movies under his belt.
He has done some good movies.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that the low budget aspect of this movie was great. All the acting was really good. But I think that the best part of this movie was that it brought the classic monster into a modern setting. And which is something that hasn't been done very well. Like with a lot of these retellings of Dracula, Frankenstein, stuff like that, it just doesn't translate well into the modern world. This one did it perfectly with a cool invention of a suit and a psychopath invention.
Yeah, Matt, I actually forgot that this was even Blumhouse. I will totally agree with you. Lee Whannell continues to be the only true horror director that I can even put my trust in. He's the way he lets the camera linger. I don't know what I'm looking at. That's perfect for this movie. But for me, a huge up thumb for me is that Elizabeth Moss continues to be very picky, I feel like, in her roles. I really like that. She's becoming, just like Lee Whannell, she's also becoming like an actress I can trust. Like she's only getting into things that are well written, it seems like, and not making a lot of mistakes. I mean, I'm not watching everything she's doing, but Us was well written, though not well executed. Mad Men, very good. So I mean, she's being really picky with her roles. Doesn't seem to be wasting her opportunities.
Mike Flanagan is definitely one of the better horror directors.
Yes, I would agree with that as well. I think in the first act and the beginning of the middle act, Like, it gave me just enough, just a little bit, to think that maybe she actually was crazy. And I was thinking, are we going to go this direction where they're like ambiguous ending or something like that? Which it wasn't. She may have been crazy, but it wasn't. It was not all in her head or whatever. I was kind of hoping that they were going to take it to where you didn't really know, or it was gray at the end. That's going to do it for us on Up Thumbs. Now it's time for a Down Thumbs. I kind of want to go first, but I'm going to let Sean go first. What you got for a Down Thumb?
I don't have many down thumbs. I just thought that some of the plot points were a little silly. I don't know. And when the young girl was slapped by our main antagonist, it seemed a little silly. I was like, you would know that she didn't come up and slap you. Some things like that. And the Invisible Man being caught so easily by like paint being splashed on and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, it fits well in the movie, but in real life, it probably wouldn't happen.
I kind of agree with Sean on that. While I loved the scene with the knife for the shock factor, somebody would have seen that. You know, there would have been, this day and age, somebody would have caught that on camera. If it weren't the restaurant, then somebody around would have seen that. And I find it hard to believe that nobody did, and that it wasn't caught on camera.
For me, I'll just jump on that unbelievable train. She just like wanders in and gets the thing that she needs, so the movie can happen. It's just unlikely that this guy can stay hidden as long as he does. I mean, he doesn't breathe, he doesn't fart, he doesn't do anything at all that would give himself away. Also, they built him up to be this like genius, and he gets duped like an effing fool at the end. Are you kidding me? They made him seem so amazing, and he just goes down like a little. Nextly, this movie was not scary, like, at all for me. I thought I was going to see a horror movie, like an ace of a horror movie, and it was just a thriller. I wasn't scared ever in this movie at all. I feel like they missed an opportunity to make a really, really scary movie. They snuck in about 10 seconds of toxic femininity at the end, which I didn't need. But anybody else?
I mean, I thought that it was a thriller. I wouldn't classify this as a horror movie.
I don't know. I think it's a missed opportunity. She just goes downstairs, wanders upon something she doesn't know exists, pushes a button, and now she's able to win the movie. I don't know. For a 2 hour and 5 minute movie, they didn't do very much fleshing out. But that's going to be our down thumbs, and now it's time for our final thumb rating. We got to let our guests go first. Hey, did you guys get your wives' thumbs on this too?
Yeah.
So go ahead and give you and your wife's thumb rating, and then maybe a thought from your wife if they had any input. Matt, you go first.
So Nina my wife gave it 8.5. And I like that. I think that I'm going to go with her on that and say 8.5 as well. It was funny because she does not like horror films. And so I pitched her on that this isn't a horror film. It's more of a suspenseful thriller, which it was. She also had no idea what The Invisible Man was. She didn't really know what to expect going into it. So scenes were actually scarier for her, not knowing like what's going on in the house. Like, is somebody in the house? Like, why did the stove just turn on? So it was funny to see.
That's cool.
That aspect of somebody watching the film, which obviously made it much more horrific, more scary for her not knowing. So.
So are you both going 8.5 thumbs?
I think so. Yeah. Overall, I really liked it. I'll go 8.5.
Unity in the home. Underrated these days. Sean, what you got?
All right. So my wife, she really dug this movie. She gave it a 9.5 thumbs up. She didn't see much that she didn't like about this one, and I mean, I agree that it was pretty good, pretty solid. I gave it an 8 thumbs up though, just because there are some inconsistencies. But overall, it was a really fun time. So
very nice. So my wife, Mary, gave it 8 thumbs. She really liked it, but kind of the stuff that some of the stuff I said, I don't know, she didn't think it was believable in some parts, and for me, the biggest kind of I didn't say this in my down thumbs, but the climax wasn't very. It just wasn't very. I didn't think it was that good. So I'm 7.5 thumbs. I'm probably still salty that I had to go see Call of the Wild, honestly, and I'm just angry still about that. But I'm 7.5 thumbs, and so somebody please get a calculator and figure out. I can do that. Let's get a calculator out and figure out what our average thumbs are. All right, after doing some fancy trigonometry, we have our from a distance, wives included, first time ever, wives included, thumb rating for, what's it called again? Oh, yeah, for The Invisible Man, and it's 8.25 thumbs, 8.25 thumbs.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe to us if you haven't already, and only if you enjoy the content that you're seeing every week here, but only from a distance.